All right, my friend. I think I realized a mistake that I made. Um, so tell me what you think about this. As I was looking more at these videos or these photos, I realized that the way this new motor is oriented with the long shaft facing out, um, I was I was thinking about this in the same way. Um, there's this internal shaft. So green motor here. There's this internal shaft, and when I was looking at this diagram, I was thinking that hey, that's what the prop's going to get attached to. But I think that's actually wrong. I think what's happening is this outer can spins. There's a name for that. I know you know it. I can't remember it. So when I built my mount, I built it to attach to this, what I'm calling the back. But I think actually the mount is supposed to attach here. And then there's some other additional attachment you add here. And then there's a shaft to which the propeller connects. I think that's correct. Because as I look at this, there's got to be some way to do probably something like this that attaches the long... I don't have the words, man. I'm sorry. This long additional shaft to which the propeller attaches. There's probably something similar here. Because I've noticed there's this long shaft here below, and then there's another one here. So I know you held this in the correct orientation. Obviously, that's how this was mounted. So I think I just talked myself into this thing being backwards. What I think that means is, and here it is attached backwards. Essentially what I need to do is take this concept with that sort of, I showed you in the previous video, the angle being correct, and rebuild it from the other side. You mentioned in text that the bolt pattern was too narrow. Well, that's because that's what that's how they were spaced on this document. There was 17 mil diameter. This one is a 25 mil diameter. So as long as this 25 mil diameter on which these outer bolts, these outer 3 mils are placed, as long as that's accurate for the new motor, I can essentially build this thing to attach to the other side and then try that out. Is that accurate? Am I thinking about that correctly? That's the first question. The second question is, I think I asked it in the first video, these internal 4 points that attach to the motor, which obviously I'm going to build from the other side, what is their relationship to the outer 4 connections to the bulkhead? I need help figuring that out because I'm guessing at it by looking at these pictures, right? This one and this one. But I don't have measurements, I don't think. I have measurements of height, right? We're trying to cut this 12 mils off this thing. I have 47 by 32, which I'm interpreting as the outer rectangle. This 40 by 20, I'm interpreting as 20, the distance from the center here to here, and then 40, the distance from the center here to here. But you have this rectangle, and then inside it another rectangle, and I don't know how the inner rectangle is related to the outer rectangle. So I need some clarity on that. And then I also need to know, what do the screws look like? So you've got these 4, right, that are sitting here. As you mount to the bulkhead, how is the adapter that we're building going to be held to the bulkhead? And then a related question, these look like machine screws, which is how I've attached motors in the past, that have big, thick heads. So as long as the bolt portion can pass through the hole here, there has to be some way to recess this head in there and for you to still get to it. So I'll need some dimensions on screws and attachments as well. And if I had all those things, I could just grab the calipers and make all this happen. So I might need to just get the parts from you. Anyway, fun project, learning a lot. Getting much better at 3D modeling, learning how to do these planes things. So this has been fun. Thanks for letting me work on it.